Welcome back, guys. This is question 6.5, and from today we are going to start the normal distribution. Okay, so what is the normal distribution, how to proceed in it? So in dealing with the normal distribution or standard normal distribution, we are going to discuss first the z distribution and z distribution table. Okay, so on the basis of it, what it does is that it basically gives us the probabilities for the probability that x is less than or equal to some z value and give you the answer of it, and that is tabulated in the form of the z distribution table. So here we have all these parts of this question. So what do we have to do? This z is basically the form of the standard normal distribution where the mean of it is 0 and variance is 1, which basically give me standard deviation, which is also 1. Okay, so this is basically the standard normal distribution. So what do we have to do? Let me first go through the statement of our question and then proceed with it. Okay, so given a standard normal distribution, find the area under the curve that lies a to the left of z equal to minus 1.39. Okay, so let me first solve this part a, and here we have to do what we have here, this normal distribution. Let me have here the 0. This is what we have here, and here we have to find what this is the value minus 1.39. let me have here this one minus 1.39, and what do we want to find out? We have to find the area under the curve that lies to the left of z minus 1.39, means the area is where the area is to the left of it, which is here. Okay, so this is what this is to the left of it, so therefore this is what this is the probability that x is less than or equal to minus 1.39. okay, so this is what this is also equivalent to the probability that z is equal to minus 1.39. we have to find this value. So for it we have to use what? We have to use the z distribution table. Okay, so for it let me move to the z table. So this is the z table, and here we can see that these are all the values of the z, which ranges from minus 3.9 to 3.9. okay, so here we have to find what? Here we can see that we have to find the value of minus 1.39. so therefore let me first go to minus 1.3. so this is minus 1.3, while this is for 9. okay, we can see that this is the column of 0.09. so here this is the value which we have, so it is 0.08226, 0.0826, and that is what? That is basically the solution of part a of my question. okay, so you have understood how to find it out, how to use the z table, and this is what this is the area which is to the left of it. Now let us move to part b of my question, and part b is to the right of z 1.96. okay, so what's the difference? This is to the left, while if I have this distribution which is the z distribution. okay, so this is what these are the tails, and here let me have this 1.96. let me have here this value 1.96 here. okay, and what do we want to find out? We have to find out the area which is to the right of it. okay, so to the right of it is this one. okay, which is what? Which is the probability that x is greater than 1.96. so this can also be 1 the probability that x is less than or equal to 1.96. why? Because I want to find out this area, but in the formula and in the table we have these values. So once I will find all these values and I will subtract it all from this area, what would I get? I would get this area. okay, so let me write these values. so it would be 1 minus the probability that z is equal to 1.96. okay, let me find these values. so it would be the probability that z is equal to 1.96. so let me consult the z distribution table here as well. so it is 1.96. So 1.96 is, this is 1.9. Okay, and for 6, this is the column which is here. Okay, this one is this fourth one from the right side. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, so this one is here, so this is 0.975. okay, 0.9 what 975. Okay, so subtracting it from this one, what would I get? 0.0250, and that is what, that is basically the solution of part B of my question. Okay, so this is for part B of my question, and you have understood that we had to find this area, and for it we have to subtract for it all this area which is here. So subtracting this one from 1, we have got our answers. Okay, so let me remove all these ones and let me move to part C of my question. In part C, we have to find the area between z equal to minus 2.16 and z equal to minus 0.65. So again, let me have this distribution here. Okay, so here this is minus 2.16. Let me have here this one minus 2.16 and up to minus 0.65. So let me have here minus 0.65. Okay, so what do we have to find out? We have to find the area which lies in between these 2 points. Okay, so these are what, this is the overall area, this would be the overall area from here to here. This would be probability that z is less than or equal to minus 0.65, while this one would be it less than minus 2.16. Okay, so in order to find this area, let me use this color. In order to find out this area, what do we have to do? From it we have to subtract this one, so all of it will be removed and we will get all this area. Okay, so what it would be? It would be the, this is C, the probability that x is greater than minus 2.16 and less than minus 0.65. So it would be the probability that z is equal to minus 0.65 minus the probability that z equal to minus 2.16. Okay, so let me find out these two values. So for it, again, the z table, the first value is minus 0.65. So here minus 0.6. Okay, so this is minus 0.6, and for 5 we have to see the column. This is the column, and here this is 1 2 3 4 5, fifth one from the right side. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, this is fifth from the right side, so it would be 0.2579, 0.2579 minus the probability that z equal to minus 2.16. Okay, so minus 2.16 is, this would be minus 2.1 column, and the sixth one would be 2.16. This is the sixth one column, so it would be 0.0157, 0.0158. Okay, so subtracting from them, okay, and performing this operation, what would I get? 0.2424, and that is what, that is basically the solution of part C of my question. Okay, so this is for part C. For part D, you have to do what? Okay, again the similar formulation we have to find to the left of 1.43. This is what we have here. Okay, this is here, and this, let me have here this 1.43, and we want to find the area of what? we have to find the area of all these. Okay, so this is to the left of it, so therefore it would be the probability that x is less than or equal to 1.43, which is the probability that z is equal to 1.43. You have to consult the table, and in the column, in the rows you have to see the value for 1.4, and in the column you have to see it for 0.03, and you will get the answer of it. Okay, to the right of z equal to minus 0.89, which is for part E, to the right of what, minus 0.89. so let me have it here, minus 0.89. okay, and this is what, this is basically this area to the right of it, but we have in the table this area, we can find out this one. So therefore here the probability that x is greater than minus 0.89, this is 1 minus the probability that x is less than or equal to minus 0.89. okay, and it would be 1 minus probability that z equal to minus 0.89. You have to do it and you will get the answer of it. The last part is between 0.84 and z equal to 1.75, and this is the similar one as of part C, and you have to do it yourself, try it, and if not, I will solve it in our upcoming video as well. So that is all about the standard normal distribution, the z distribution, and all the things which you should know. In our upcoming video we will try to solve all the questions related to the normal distribution. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment box. See you soon.